Managing change and innovation in computing is something basically whenever you are working in an organization and you need to manage the like the new things, new technologies, new equipment, new staff, new people, everything is like a big challenge to be managed. Whenever we are dealing with innovations, we need to manage everything. Innovation is something that is totally a new thing for our organization, just like a new technology. If you are previously working on the physical or the file systems, and now you have moved to the computer based record systems or the databases, so it's a completely new thing for the organization. And if you are already working in an organization with some stuff of databases, then you are going to make the like move to the advanced version of the database, that it's called change in computing. So I hope that the difference between the innovation and change is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
What we are going to discuss today, basically, today we will investigate the types of computing changes that can occur in an organization. First, we will see the types of computing changes. Then we will analyze the potential risks of innovation and change in an organization. Then we will evaluate the possible impacts of change to organization. So let's start with the first thing. First thing is the investigation. Investigation is to carry out a systematic or a formal inquiry to discover and examine the facts. So this is something that you will do to examine some like facts whenever you are having some uh, data and you need to examine either it's working good for you or not, then you need to do some examination on the facts. So this is investigation. Analyzing is to break down the overall problem into the smaller parts, as we have already discussed about it. And evaluate is to discuss all the possible, like the outcomes, the strengths, the weaknesses, the advantages, disadvantages, and all the components in order to achieve the better proficiency of the organization. Let's investigate the types of computing. Let's first discuss what is organizational changes. Organizational changes are those that have a significant impact on the organization as a whole. Major shifts to personnel, company goals, service offering, and operations are all considered different form of organizational changes. As I have told you, just like the like shifting to the new employees or making some changes to the service offerings, like if you are giving the services to the people and you make some changes for the people and ultimately it becomes the profitable thing for your organization, and so this is called the organizational change. However, every single component that you make changes in your or within your organization is coming in the range of the organizational change. It's a broad category. So let's see why it's important, basically, why we need to manage the organizational change or why this management is important for us. Organizational change is a business necessity because every business needs to have organizational change and understand it, because if they want to achieve the bigger outcomes or the goals of their organization strategy, then they need to follow the organizational changes. Employees leave and new employees are hired, new teams and departments are created as the company grows, and businesses adopt new technology to stay ahead of the curve. So the key to successful productive organizational change is the way you manage it. It's vital to keep employees in the loop and ensure that they understand what the changes are and how employees will be affected. So first you need to make sure that whatever the changes you are going to make, it must comply with the organizational goals that you are basically expected to achieve. With effective organizational change management, you can keep the business running smoothly during the transition. For example, offering effective training help employees learn new technologies faster. That's way, in that way, they fully adopt the technology and organizational change isn't bogged down by support tickets and frustrated users. So for the proper management of organizational change, what you need to do is you need to do some productive steps, like the to enhance the efficiency of that change, you need to do some really hard work to achieve the outcomes. Let's suppose if you have adopted a new technology, then you need to give your employees a proper training session for that technology so that they can understand what the technology is offering and how they can use it and how they can like manage the organizational goals to achieve it. Next, we have the 6 type of organizational change. Today, we will discuss these 5 ones. And here, these are the most important changes that we need to discuss in our overall organizational changes. And the first one is the strategic change, then the people-centric organizational change, structural change, technological change, and unplanned change. So let's see what is the strategic change. Organizations implement strategic changes to their businesses to achieve goals, boost competitive advantage in the market, or respond to market opportunities or threats. Our strategic change includes making changes to the business policies, structures, and processes. So basically, this change that you make in the strategy of the organization is something. Strategy is the big thing for organizations. Whenever an organization is working in the market and achieving their outcomes or the revenues from that organization, then they are having the goals. So, like they have set some goals to achieve with it. And when they are going to make changes to their strategy, it's a big risk basically because they are not sure about what is actually going to happen in their organization. So a strategic change includes making changes to the business policies, structures, and processes. Like how the business is already working, like the employee policy, like all the stuff of the that is related to the strategy is basically changed, or a few components of the strategy are changed to in order to achieve the higher outcome. The upper management and the chief executive officer often bear the responsibility for strategic change because this is something that is up at the upper level. Like the upper level management will be responsible for making all these changes and to ensure the quality of these thing is going to work for their betterment. Then people-centric organizations change. While all changes affect people, people-centric type of organizational change include instituting new parental leave policies or bringing in new hires. So when there are some changes that are made to the human who are directly or indirectly connected with your organization are basically the people-centric changes. When implementing a people-centric change, the leadership must bear in mind that employees will naturally resist change. Then we have structural change. Structural change is basically made to the organization's structure that might stem from internal or external factors and typically affect how the company runs. Structural changes include major shifts in the management hierarchy, team organization, responsibility attributed to different departments, the change of command, job structure, and administrative procedures. Basically, the structural change is kind of a relative thing to the strategy change because strategy is something on which the organization is already working on. And the structure is something on which the organization is based on. Basically, all the like the departments are the part of this the structure of the organization and how these parts are working in the organization is the main thing. You need to manage everything in order to achieve the higher outcomes. Then we have the technological change, the increasing market competition, and constantly evolving technology led to some technological change within the organizations. Technology change often involves introducing new software or systems to improve business processes. However, technology project goals are often improperly defined and poorly communicated, which scares and frustrates your employees and ultimately led to resistance. So, in order to achieve the outcomes of these technological changes, you need to do proper training sessions for your employees in order to get the better results. And also, you need to communicate each and everything properly to the team members so that they can understand how to work with these technological changes and the new technologies that you are going to adopt. Then we have the unplanned changes. These changes are defined as a necessary action following unexpected events. An unplanned change cannot be predicted but can be dealt with by effective change management. Situations such as the unexpected mass shift of employees to remote work due to the outbreak of virus requires efficient organizational change management skills. So this is something that is done whenever something unplanned or uncertain is going to happen in your organization. So you make the changes to achieve the like to solve or resolve the issues that came to the organization or the things that the organization is lacking in while looking at the things that are basically disturbing the overall working of the organization. So these are the changes that we can make into our organization whenever we want to achieve the new outcomes or new goals of our organization. So it really helps us to achieve the higher like the goals, and also the it makes the uh, efficiency of the work or the customers or the team members also increases whenever the changes are made with proper care and attention. I hope it's clear to you. If you have any question, you can ask.
Yes, I'm all clear.
So the next thing that we are going to discuss is the potential risk of innovation and change. Innovation is a complex process with many different stages and inherent risks. It will often require an investment of time and money before any positive effect becomes visible. So it's something that you need to invest on before time. Like you don't know it will become a proficient thing for your organization or not, but still what you do is you invest your time and you invest your money on it to see the effects of that innovation or change that you are going to make in your organization. So whenever we are dealing with innovation and changes, there are three kinds of risks that you may see. The first one is the operational, the second one is the commercial, and the third one is the financial. So let's see what are these risks. Basically, operational risks involve challenges that are met by organization in accomplishing innovation, particularly with material, budget, and other necessary elements included in bringing ideas to life. So everything that is basically directly relation to the operations that you are performing in your organization or your business or your computing environment is the thing that you can make the changes in. So whenever you will make the operational every task that is operational and you are doing it, you need to take the risk in, because sometimes when you are risking on the material or the budget or any other element that is needed for your business, it may require some risk to be taken. Let's see how it works. This type of risk occur when decisions related to priorities, production, and management fail to meet. Let's suppose an organization make a decision to change the team members. Okay, so this is something that is related to operation, because let's suppose a software house is going to hire a new developer, software developer, and ultimately the new developer is not able to meet the goals or organizational needs. So definitely it will fail to meet what is imperative to ensure innovation success. So this is the risk that you need to take while you are hiring new employees for your organization, because it's not always sure that you will get the successful um, results from this innovation or the changes that you are going to make for your organization. Operational risks are also referred to as human risk as a way of attributing these repercussions to human error, because these are related to the operational things are basically directly related to the human errors, because these are the things that may cause the effect to organization by the errors that are caused by human beings. Some areas that involve operational risk are systems, equipment, third-party services, and other business components that are utilized by the organization in its daily business activities. Example of operational risk are failing to meet product quality standards and cost requirements. So it depends upon your first whatever the business you are doing, and secondly, it depends upon the quality of product. you may or may not be able to give the expected product quality to the people who are going to be basically going to get the product or simply going to use your services if you are doing some services. Then we have the commercial risk. Commercial risks deal with possible losses that an organization may encounter from its business partners or from its market. These are problems that arise from the company's asset, liability, and cash flows. So it depends upon the organization, it depends upon the people who are going to use it and how they can use it and what are the things that will make the changes for them. Technically, this type of risk happen when buyer-related problems result in non-payment. In innovation, such risk takes place when an idea doesn't clearly establish its target audience and when demands are not met because of the problem with supplier and other related parties. So it depends upon the situation or the people or the target audience that you are going to work with. Either it will work for you or not, or your organization will be able to achieve its outcome or not. So it depends how you will deal with it. Other instances, such as not meeting the requirements and preferences of the product target audience, can also result in commercial risk. A concrete example of this is when a product failed to attract sufficient customers, leading to business to incur some losses. So this is something that happens whenever you make some changes or the innovation to the already working things and it doesn't goes in a way that you are expecting it to work. Then we have the financial risks, and these are the issues that may arising from losing money in innovation. Negative return on innovation. Let's suppose you have hired a new person and he is not worth it, or you can say that is not worth for your organization or the needs of your organization. Depending on the nature of your industry, financial risk may mean failing to control monetary policies, inability to solve debt issues, and undertaking projects that place a financial burden on the organization. So these are the things that can cause the financial issues for the organization, and organization may lose its productivity when they lose on the overall finances. It may also come as a result of flawed financial reasoning. This type of risk may also arise from failures in financial transaction and capital structure. So it depends upon how you are dealing the things. Other circumstances that may result in financial risk are changes in market interest rate that may push companies into lower debit paying securities and negative returns. So it depends upon the policies that you are following for finances. Financial risks come in various forms. Being aware of possible financial risk can help you prepare for it and in time mitigate its effects to avoid negative outcomes. So if you prepare your organization beforehand, like if you have prepared the policies in case of the financial risk that can occur, then you may avoid these negative outcomes that can come in return of the financial risk. A simple example of this risk is when a company invests in an innovation project that end up being unsuccessful. So this is something that you may have seen multiple times, and we really need to work harder on it. So how we can reduce these risks? Basically, there are some strategies or some main points that you can follow to avoid such risks or to reduce these risks and their impact. As part of any innovation process, you should strive to understand, evaluate, and manage risk. To reduce the risk, you can consider the following professional advice. It's basically a very important point whenever you are going to make some innovation or the changes to the organization. You should take some professional advice beforehand in order to meet the requirements, because sometimes we are not sure about the results that the change or the innovation is going to occur or to adopt for your organization. Consultants, industry professionals, or contacts in business network can provide valuable insights into your related market. So what you can do is you can search for the markets of your related audience or the work that you are doing, and then you can get their advice in order to get the better results or to avoid such risks. So this will be really helpful for you if you will do this step beforehand, and it may save you from certain risks that can disturb your overall work. Then we have the joint ventures, sharing the development process with a business partner, spread the risk. And means you can benefit from their expertise and resources. So what you can see is you can see the different kind of joint ventures and business partnerships that are basically offering other people to join their venture, and ultimately what you can do is you can benefit from their expertise. However, whenever you choose someone for the joint venture or the business partnership, you need to make sure that the other person is really a competitive person or a highly like qualified or expert person, so that if you are lacking in some points, they can make the changes or they can make the decisions to make it work better for both of you. Then we have licensing, allowing somebody else to bear the risk of developing your idea in return for a fee and royalties. So this is something that you can do while making the things happening for your organization with the help of some other people who are going to like do this for you, and you will pay them for something. So ultimately, what they do is they charge you some fee in order to do the things for you. Then we have grants. These could help to spread financial risk and allow you to develop your system to a higher quality, reducing operational risks. So what you can see here is you will see the innovation, research and development grants for the sake of this management to be done and to avoid or reduce the operational risk, because whenever you grant the like the higher quality stuff or the you can say the commands to the people who can really do the process very well. So they will do the process efficiently, and ultimately it will reduce the operational risk. Then incremental innovations, looking for ways to enhance your existing offering. New ideas for low cost opportunities may come from customer feedback, employees, or networking with other businesses. So you can see other things, and then you can make up the decision whether it will be beneficial for you or not. Then ongoing research, keep up to date with market research and technological development that may influence your business. So this way you can also keep a track of the things like it will work for your organization or not. Then we have why innovation risk may be different from other type of risk. Innovations led companies to implement certain changes that may revolutionize the various processes and improve the way businesses and customers handle specific activities. So the organizations that like to innovate are able to enhance or formulate their own solution, design, products, technologies, capabilities, and services that add value to their employees or customers. As innovation involves going beyond traditional boundaries, this complex process is made up of different phases that involve various experimentation. Provided that these activities result in trial and error situation, innovation risk is different from other type of risk, as organizations regularly expect failure to determine what works and what doesn't. So these were the risks that we can expect in the organization when working. Just let me know if you have any question or is it's clear to you.
Yes, ma'am, clear. Ma'am, no question.
Okay. Next, we have to evaluate the possible impacts of change to organization. So we have the changes that basically no doubt we make changes for the organizations, and it will definitely be having the positive and negative impacts on the organization. So basically the possible impacts are the improved product quality, if you make the changes, it will improve the quality of the products that you will be offering to people, then increased efficiency and productivity across teams, decreased cost for the organization, potential reduction in waste, increased employee satisfaction, increase in teamwork across the organization, increased customer satisfaction. So these are the things that we will discuss. Life is a series of changes. It can be exciting, new, and full of possibilities, or it can be scary, uncomfortable, and unknown. So it depends how you are going to adopt the changes. Change can have both good and bad consequences for organizations, and how an organization handles change will determine its success or failure. There are many reasons why an organization might need change management. Some common issues include a change in leadership, a change in business model, a crisis situation. Change in leadership is this could be due to the change in the CEO, CFO, or the other key leaders. If there is the changes that are in the leadership, when there is a change in leadership, it can often mean that the organization is changing in direction and strategy, because when there are changes in higher or the upper management, then definitely there is a difference in processes that the new person will be adopting. So you need to understand that not every person is working on the same strategy. However, maybe some of the components will remain same, but there will be a slighter change in some of the processes. A change in business model, a company might be expanding into new market, pivoting to a new business model, or merging with another company. So whenever these things are happening, anytime there is a significant change to the way the business operates, change management will be needed. A crisis situation assumes the firm is in financial difficulty, has been impacted by a natural disaster, or has stolen its data. The company should set up change management processes to quickly adapt when needed. Then a change in strategy this could be in response to changes in the industry, the economy, or customer needs. The organization may be shifting its focus or goal or target market in order to achieve the better results for the customer satisfaction. Then a change in technology. Implementing new technology often requires changing in processes and procedures. In order to work remotely, employees need to be able to access the tools and resources they need from anywhere. This includes having access to a computer and the internet, as well as the necessary software or files. Make sure employees have training on the new technology in order to get the results, like the better results. Change management ensure all technology changes work in a smooth and efficient manner. Then we have a change in company culture. There are many factors that can contribute to a change in company's culture. Some of the most common reasons include a change in ownership, a merger or acquisition, a change in management, or a change in business strategy. When there is a change in any of these elements, it can often cause a ripple effect throughout the entire organization. So the overall company's culture will be changed whenever you have changed the major things. Next, the impacts of change management on organization. So the changes, impacts that we have discussed before, the main steps. Now we are going to discuss them one by one. Let's discuss the first one: improve communication and collaboration between employees. So whenever you make some changes to the organization, it improves the communication and collaboration between employees is one of the major benefits of change management. This can help to ensure that everyone agrees and that they are working towards the same goal. Improved communication can also help to reduce conflict between employees and can improve team morale. Collaboration between employees can also lead to new and innovative ideas. This can help to improve the organization and can help it stay competitive in the market. Next, we have increased employee productivity and job satisfaction. Employees who participate in change processes are more likely to be productive and satisfied with their job. They will feel like they are a part of the change and they will be more likely to support it. Employees who are not actively involved in the change process may feel left out or may resist the change. This can lead to decreased productivity and job satisfaction. So it must be like every employee should be involved properly in the change processes so that their efficiency of work will not be affected by it. Change management help ensure employees are included in the process and understand what is happening so that they may not feel left out or then we have reduced stress level and fewer workplace accidents. The change management process can help to reduce stress level and minimize the number of workplace accidents. This is because change management helps to ensure that changes are made in a safe and controlled way. Employees are more likely to be anxious if they believe their employers are forcing them to alter their work without providing any input or control. Change management allow employees to have a say in the change process and gives them a sense of ownership. This can help to reduce stress level and prevent workplace accidents. So the people will be more satisfied with the organization and organizational behavior, and then ultimately they will like the overall working. And then we have better decision making due to streamlined processes. One of the major benefits of change management is that it helps to ensure that changes are made in a safe and controlled way. This can help to improve decision making in organization. It can lead to confusion if changes are made in an unsystematic manner. When you have no like proper manner to make the changes, it becomes a confusion for the employees and for all the people who are working with you. This can definitely be a difficult thing to make the decision and cause problems for the organization. Change management helps to ensure that changes are made in a coordinated way. This can help to improve communication between employees and can lead to better decision making. Streamlined processes can also help to improve decision making. This is because when processes are streamlined, everyone may understand what's going on more easily. This can reduce confusion and help to ensure that decisions are made in a timely manner. And there is nothing that is disturbing the overall working system or the criteria of the organization. Everything is working in a proper manner. So these are the things like the impacts of the organizational changes or the innovation. Just let me know, is it clear or do you have any question you can ask?
Yeah, no, ma'am, all clear. No question.
So we were expected to understand the types, potential risks and impacts of innovation and change management. Let me know, did we achieve it or not?
Yes, ma'am, we achieve. We discuss every topic.
So we have two questions in front of your screen. You can answer one of your choice.
Yes, ma'am. I'll answer the question one. Ma'am, related to the managed risk related to the organization.
Related to anything that you do at a personal level. Like if you're doing some job, definitely there are some risks that you can expect. So how do you manage those risks? Basically, it depends upon your opinion. Like whatever kind of risk, how do you manage it?
Yeah, in terms of right now, like I'm doing a job related to my logistic field, and there's the risk that the work I take from the company, if I not handle well, so that is a major risk. And how will I manage it to ensure that what work I take from the companies, I can work it I will finish it on time, and I can supervise well, because if I don't because if I don't complete the work on time, that's the reputational risk that I can face in future.
Okay, good. Then explain.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
here we have the references and you can also follow them if you want more details. This is all for today's lecture. I hope everything is clear to you. I will see you in the next class. Till then, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.